G'day there, ladies and Ledians. Welcome back to another episode of my Ledisman Let's Play Challenge videos. Don't know if I can have a better title for that. But last time we helped out the Slowpoke in Ledian and also managed to sneak in a rival battle, which actually went better than expected. Confusion against the guard, well, confusion damage against the Ghastly definitely helped out, and surprisingly we got pretty lucky. We only had to do it first try. And so today with our team we are taking on Bugsy, the gym leader of Azalea Town. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of trainers, because if I need to I can grind later. So let's see how we go. It's interesting that they had twins in this generation, and then like, instead of it being a double battle, they went with a just a single battle but more Pokemon, which, you know, I can understand. But they could have, I don't even know, like, I was just thinking, like, could they have had just like one trainer sprite and then it just reveals itself to be a double battle, like a twins in the actual battle? Maybe. Probably would have been a bit awkward. But to me it's just a bit awkward knowing that double battles exist later on. You know, this is the first real attempt at it, I think. Okay, so we're beating our rival, as in our counterpart, Spinnerback here. Not too bad. Level advantage does help, and also it focusing on speed reduction. Oh no. I'm sorry, little one. But you're getting comment punched. Sorry if I sound a bit off today, I'm a little bit sick. But, you know, should still be good. Nice. Yeah, so we helped out the Slowpoke by defeating Team Rocket in the Slowpoke world, and yeah, managed to get a pretty good battle against our rival, which was definitely better than expected. So, just trying to think of like trainers. Alright, let's just go this way. Yep, figured. Depending on how Bugsy goes, we can start making our way through the Ilex. Ilex or Alex? I think it's Ilex, right? First, we'll probably be using Totodile as a HM slave for cut. Ugh. But we will be able to pick up a TM for Headbutt, which is gonna be interesting. I think you can get more Headbutt TM, but I'll have to really think about who I use before I try it. This isn't the best. But it's not the worst. And so, I don't think we're going to be evolved to Ledian for this gym battle, or maybe by Whitney we can be Ledian, which would be interesting. Man. Okay. Okay, what's in that brie? So yeah, Headbutt would be pretty good. I think it's like 70 power, 100 accuracy. And I want to say 30% chance to flinch. Flinch could be a good strategy. Okay, we heal up, try and tackle Bugsy on straight away. Seems that we can avoid that trainer pretty well. But yeah, since Ledian has like, the one Ledian's best stats is speed, so having a flinching strategy could be pretty useful. Thinking like if we can get here King's Rock, or what's the other one? Razor Claw? Then we should be pretty good with something like Comet Punch, assuming we get multiple hits off. Because then we have a pretty decent chance of flinching. Don't know the exact number, but should be better than nothing. I know it's a bit scummy to rely on confusion, flinch, and accuracy, but for this kind of Pokemon, we kind of need it. Alright, so in my overall last Pokemon video, I mentioned that a Ladybug versus his Kakuna is going to be a pretty even matchup. It might have been if it was like a level 10 Ledian, or if it evolved at level 10, but we'll see how we go. But it's just crazy to me that Bugsy doesn't have a Ladybug, Ledian, Spinarak, or Ariados, you know, like, or even a Yanma, Heracross, Shuckle, even Pineco, you know, instead of having a Metapod, a Kakuna, and a Cypher. I mean, the Cypher is, you know, definitely interesting. I was not expecting that growing up. But the fact that he doesn't have like a Ladybug, you know, to set up a barrier, no, not a barrier, a light screen or a reflect for the rest of the team is pretty nasty. Like, well, disappointing rather. Because you can imagine that for this battle you'll be using Cyndaquil, maybe Mareep or Totodile, using special attacks against the Metapod Kakuna, right? But like, if you had a light screen, then those moves wouldn't be as effective against Cypher, for example. And so you would have to actually worry about Cypher, you know? And, you know, Reflect would be for the Rock-type coverage, like, you know, you can get Geodude in that previous cave, I believe. So, you know. Oh, we're getting the Cypher out immediately. Okay, we'll see how we go. If it gets too many Fury Cutters off, it's going to be nasty, but we'll see how we go. I'm going to resort to accuracy and confusion if we don't make it on this attempt. We do a lot of little damage. Alright, well that's one down. We still have a few more to go. But, you know, like, it's just unfortunate that he doesn't have a Ladybug. He could easily fit on the team. Even if you wanted to have an under-evolved Ledian. I think that'll be fine, you know? Alright, so Fusey didn't do too good there. I think there was some crits I wasn't paying full attention. But I guess our best outcome is that Cypher alternates between Fury Cutter and Quick Attack, so that Fury Cutter is not as strong. Because if Cypher only uses Quick Attack or Fury Cutter, it could be nasty, but if you're, you know, cycling between them, then it's not as bad. And so that's 3 Fury Cutters already. We can probably take one more before getting knocked out. We'll see how we go. He's really committed to it now. And so now he's potentially within one-shot range. Okay, never mind. Still got 2 2 Ladybug and Cypher and Kakuna. Come on, Timmy. This isn't actually looking too good. I thought that, you know, 4 so Ladybug would be able to take on Cypher, but I guess that Lear's also kind of nasty. Okay, come on. Please don't have a potion. Okay, good. You can imagine that super potion would be nasty. Okay, and we leveled up. Well, man, we're close to getting a Ledian here. Unfortunately, it's Teamy, which we want to have other moves, so we're not going to be evolving Teamy for a while. So this is the part where Kakuna can actually be very, very annoying, the Poison Sting. Because we all know that Kakuna has, like, Harden, for example, and it's very defensive. We don't have any special attack moves, and we got Poison, so we're effectively down to 1 Ladybug versus... Oh, I forget! That's interesting. The Poison takes place after our initiative, not at the end of turn. I forgot about that. But we've essentially got 1 Ladybug versus 1 Kakuna. It could go either way, really. Comet Punch is not the most accurate or reliable, but it is our best damaging move, because you can imagine that doing 1 damage multiple times is doing more than 1 damage once, for example. And of course, if we get poisoned... Okay, if we get poisoned, it's really rough. It's definitely a race against the clock. But overall, I think it's a pretty even matchup, which is not good when it comes to evaluating a Pokemon. You know, if you go even with Kakuna, there's probably something fundamentally wrong with your design, you know? But it does look like we are going to win. But it could have... One sec. It could have easily been the other way around. We barely managed to make that out of there. Luckily, Bugsy is kind of neutral against us. Like, it's not super effective or not very effective. Sure, some of those moves were not very effective, but in the grand scheme of things, this was a pretty neutral battle. Something we probably won't get until maybe Morty or Chuck. Yeah, can't, and I believe that's Fury Cutter. Too bad we can't learn it. Yeah, so this was a pretty even battle, and it kind of got close. Luckily, an evolution is around the corner, for one of my members, so that's gonna be something, but for example, winning his Miltank, that rollout is gonna be nasty. It is gonna be something that I suspect I'm going to have to reduce accuracy for. So that first attempt is probably not going to go as intended. But luckily I've also got male and female Ledian, so I'm not fully wrecked by an attract. Okay, so we're going to get Totodile out, so that we can use Cut. Just gotta get it, really. In case you were wondering back there, I did catch another Metapod. Because I'm like, you know what, it would be better to evolve a Metapod by switching out than raising up a Caterpie from like level 3 or level 4. And then like midway through leveling up, I realized it was actually female, so it doesn't even matter for us. We need a male Caterpie for passing Psybeam on, you know? Okay, let's get you far-fetched. Yeah, I looks fast, so thought so. I mean, I should have got some repels. I don't think I have any. I guess if there's an environment for using the repels as this environment, so let's go back, get some repels, hopefully, and then continue on. Because you can imagine that in caves and forests, it's going to be very annoying. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Maybe you're enjoying my suffering with the Ledian. Maybe you're just kind of... That's a lot. That's a very expensive charcoal. Repel. Okay. Let's get... I know that we are sending a fair amount of money over to the mum. So that's why we don't have as much. But I think it's fine. But yeah, like, you know, maybe you're just curious about Ledian and see how it would actually go in a playthrough. Or maybe you're enjoying how I'm suffering using it. Only 100 steps. Yikes. It's not much in the grand scheme of things, but hopefully it only takes a few to get this done. So I think we just go around. No, we need it here, don't we? Alright. Let's just mess around a bit. Because I know that in Gen 4 it might be a bit different. Like, I know that you have to sneak up behind it with the sticks. But I kind of forget how to do it in Gen 2. Okay, that's not quite it, is it? Yeah, if I talk to it here, will it go right or will it go down? Okay, good. No, cute animation there. Alright. Alright, that's immediately being put on Twitter now. And for those of you that are writhing in pain from that, just know that, you know, it's gonna get worse for Totodile. There's at least 3 water HMs and strength involved in this game, so don't know what to tell you. If Totodile can't cut, that's gonna be very annoying. Okay, good. See, Totodile learns without any issue, it's fine. So, I believe you can only get celery with an event, right? Like, you can't actually get it in-game because it's a mythical Pokemon. I'm not the biggest fan of mythical Pokemon, because it means that you can't really... what am I doing? You can't really get them in-game. You kind of have to pay for it or be lucky, I guess. I mean, some of the mythical Pokemon are cool, and I guess they're mostly used as marketing material with the movies, you know? A lot of them are featuring a mythical Pokemon, except, let's see, was it the second one? Or the third one, with the Entei? That didn't have a mythical Pokemon, it was just Entei and Unknown. Yeah, headbutt is good. We'll use it later. And what was the other one? Was there another one? Just trying to think. They all kind of have a mythical Pokemon, don't they? But it's actually more interesting to think of. Oh yeah, trainer. It's more interesting to think of the mythical Pokemon that didn't get featured in the movie. I think it's mostly just Meloetta, right? You've got a Ladybug too. Meloetta was in the anime though, so that's something, but whatever mythical Pokemon. Does Fiona count as a mythical Pokemon, or is it a legendary? I know it may have been in a movie. But Fiona is kind of like a weird Pokemon. Like, in all regards, Fiona is kind of irrelevant, right? Like nobody really remembers it except for the little trivia of it being kind of forgettable, which is ironic. Like, you know, if your favorite Pokemon is Fiona, that's whatever, but it's like, why not Manaphy? If you had to pick between them. And like, there's some, I think, some kind of lore between them. Not too familiar with it. Maybe I'll end up making a theory video about it. But, let's see, other mythical Pokemon. Yeah, I think that's about it. Just Meloetta and Fiona, right? They didn't appear in any Pokemon movies. Because I know we kind of stopped doing the movies like Gen 8. Which Zurd was the last one. You know, like if we got more Pokemon movies, do you reckon something like Petromant or Cubfu would be on it to promote the DLC? Oh, I guess Cresselia wasn't really in any of the movies, right? It was another anime appearance. I believe it's Sweet Scent? Yeah. Okay, we're on Route 34. So we're very close to Golden Road. Let's see if we can get to it. Come on. Come on. Dang it. Alright. Because we should be able to check out the department store and get a power boost with Ice Punch and Thunder Punch. It's not stab, but, you know, for what our Pokemon is, it's pretty good. And so, it really comes down to this Pokemon. We're not really baiting Pokemon with pure strength. You know, we're baiting Pokemon with accuracy, flinching, paralysis, frozen condition, yeah, paralysis, flinch, frozen, confusion, and accuracy. All luck-based effects. I mean, you know, any Pokemon could really use these strategies and win, so it's rough. So, the battles where we don't need those strategies, like Bugsy back there, you know, we take those as a win. We don't need to rely on those strats. But yeah, it's just crazy that they would make a Pokemon that you kind of need to relearn those strategies to have any kind of victories. If we got Baton Pass at like level, 14, and Agility at like level 20, then we're at least something. Like I said in the last video, Belly Dance would be very interesting. Even just Sword Stance. Like, what's a Ledian gonna do with Sword Stance? Except pass on, to someone else. So we can heal up later. Let's check out the mart. I want to know how much it is for these TMs. Or is it the game corner? It's usually 4-4 for TMs. Nope. Definitely not TMs. So probably one down. Come on, mate, you gotta give me something. Nope. We're on the 3rd floor, right? The 2nd floor is usually like just basic items. Yeah. Come on. And I haven't seen the evolution stones either, so we might be out of luck. We want to go up. 3rd, 4th, 5th. Please. TMs. Alright. 3,000 for Fun Punch. Fire Punch. And Ice Punch. Ice Punch, rather. So, we might need to call up. Wait, no. If we call up Mum, she just, stops, right? She doesn't, actively give us money. Let's try it. Yeah. Okay. It's not much. No. Yeah, but can you transfer some money? Do I have to actually, if I had to talk to you, that's gonna be annoying, but we can, maybe get some... Yeah. Fine. She can, keep that money for now. It might mean that, we might need having a coin. There isn't really any Meowth nearby, I don't think. I'll have to look into it. But, yeah, that's gonna be it for today's episode. I'm just gonna get to the Pokemon Center, I think. We've managed to make it to Goldenrod City, which is pretty interesting. The Faded Bugsy got past the Ilex first. Figuring out how much we need to pay for decent moves. Ran to the Pokemon Center. I'll probably do some battling of those trainers off screen so that I can get some more money. Maybe I'll also do the King Corner stuff so that, we don't need to sit here for, a couple episodes just having me trying to grind out something like Double Team, I'll probably only get one TM of Double Team. I think that should be enough for Teamy, hence the name. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you guys in the future.